Oh, thanks.
Oh my God, is that like a pile?
It's a high chair, is what it is. That's better.
We're on a seesaw.
And after a factual error in last week's show that incorrectly linked you and Blair's company, Multiverse, with a government ID cards contract, the Have I Got News For You production team apologise unreservedly and are offered some constructive feedback by the BBC. On Ian's team tonight is a political commentator who, in 2018, served as a special advisor to the Conservative government, overseeing strategy and communications. They had a strategy. Not much of one. Please welcome Salma Shah. On Paul's team tonight is an actor and comedian who went to Cambridge but wasn't in the footlights. It's nice to hear about someone defying the odds. Please welcome Stephen Mangan. We begin with the bigger news stories of the week. Ian and Salma, here's yours.
That's the former leader of the Tory party.
Dear leader, dear leader. Oh, a white face. Oh, blink twice if you're OK.
That's a cheering scene, isn't it? It's a full house.
Oh. She's back.
This is the Tory conference, and I believe you were there.
I was, yes, I was there.
So, just you then?
I feel that actually it was quite a good conference because
Do you?
It was very, very bijou, you know, very elite. It didn't really have that mass sort of movement factor that it had
Well,
before.
setting in a cupboard helps.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I preferred it. Much smaller.
So, was it as empty as it looked?
Yes.
Did it feel depressing?
Again, I can't really leave my job as the Tory spin doctor behind on this, so
Yeah.
I'm going to say...
Try.
No. It was actually really reinvigorating. There were lots of brilliant ideas and it really felt like there was a sense of momentum there.
Right, OK, that bit's not true. So,
Which direction was the momentum going?
Away from us.
So, yes, this is Kemi Badenoch's speech to the Conservative Party conference where security was tight, which meant it was very difficult for delegates to get out. What was the bad news for Kemi Badenoch at the beginning of the conference?
that it took place. No, what was really good news? The chocolate bar.
Yeah, it's a chocolate bar.
No, let's not talk about the chocolate bar.
The chocolate bar is incredibly funny.
What's funny about the chocolate bar, don't you?
Kemi Badenoch appeared with a chocolate bar, which was meant to be a gimmick.
Yeah.
And the chocolate bar had a slogan on it, including the word Britain.
Should we have a look at it?
Let's have a look at it.
So, when Labour negotiates, Britain loses.
This woman wants to be Prime Minister of Britain, and she can't spell it.
What a bunch of canuts.
I once bought a bar of Cadbury's Hairy Milk. Which wasn't what I was expecting.
She didn't write that out and print that out, did she?
No,
So...
do you think she doesn't read anything that's printed and put in front of her?
Perhaps, but as is tradition, I think, as all politicians inevitably do, it's much easier just to blame the advisors or the backroom boys. So I think I'm going to take that line and go with, wasn't her fault.
Right. You're still looking for work, aren't you?
Yeah.
What was Kemi's big claim at the start of the conference?
Do you mean stamp duty, or was that the end
that
of
was
the
the end of it. That was the end of it.
God, have we got the whole conference to get through?
Did...
It's a bit of a PN in the arse, isn't it?
According to the Mail, she promised to deport 750,000 illegal immigrants in 5 years. And she's promised to form the removals force, who are basically like Pickfords, but just not as rough. They're going to be modelled on the US government's ICE agency. Do you know about them? They turn up in mass.
They do, grabbing people out of parks and stuff.
Do you want to see a man on his bike in Chicago taunting them?
Oh, yes, I saw this. This is very good. Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, I'm not a US citizen. No! No, no! Yes! No, yes!
feels like it needs like the Benny Hill music or something, doesn't it?
There's a startling range of different hats there. There's a cowboy hat worn by one policeman there. Look, they're all wearing different hats.
It's like Barbie, you get cowboy ice.
Yeah.
How did Robert Jenrick show his loyalty to his leader?
By attempting to stab her in the back.
God, I missed that bit.
He hogged all the headlines at the start of the conference with his crowd-pleasing speech in which he gave a shout-out to some of his mates. Let's have a look.
So if you're watching, hello to my friends at Greggs, at Peterborough North Services. You might see me later this week.
He hasn't eaten anything from Greggs. Look at him.
He might be working there.
He's got all thin. He used to be vast, sort of Mr. Blobby. And then he went on Ozempic. I'm not making this up, am I?
No, you're not.
Who's had the most work done of all MPs?
I don't think they have work done.
Really?
Yeah.
And certainly the sentence MP and work done doesn't really...
But they're all on the pen.
Is that what we call it?
Oh,
yeah,
we're all
it's
on the
the
pen
pen.
now, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Farage, he's on the Le Pen.
Very good. Yeah. So you don't think he's had a Greggs? Have you ever had a Greggs, Ian?
Yeah, I love Greggs meat.
Go on, what's your favourite?
My favourite is the caviar and blini roll.
Otherwise known as a steak bake. The speech was packed full of quips and prop gags, so why was Robert Jenrick waving a judge's wig about?
Well, Robert Jenrick's not very keen on judges, particularly the ones who suggest that it was unlawful for him to take a donation from a Tory donor and then rush through a planning application. I just mentioned that. Because it seemed amusing.
Yeah, it led him on to the policy promise that the Conservatives would get rid of activist judges and in future they would only be appointed by the Lord Chancellor. Many people have obviously warned of the risks curbing the independence of the judiciary, especially when you consider that not so long ago the Lord Chancellor was Dominic Raab. But we can only say his name once in case we might summon him up. How else did Jenrick steal the headlines?
I was talking about his visit to Birmingham, was it?
Handsworth.
Handsworth, yes, and said he didn't see a single white face.
Yeah, correct.
I love the fact that he hadn't spotted that his leader of the party, he could have had a look at her.
I think that if he pointed out that the leader of the party also doesn't have a white face, it may have sort of, for him at least, reiterated the point that he was making.
Which is?
I really don't know.
So I mentioned that Robert Jenrick had a few funnies in his conference speech, but he cannot hold a candle to the real gagmeister.
Yeah.
Shadow Home Secretary Chris Philp. Should we have a look at it?
And I turned to my wife and I said, in your wildest dreams, did you ever imagine you'd be leaving a general election count with your husband having just been elected as a Member of Parliament? She turned to me and replied and said, in my wildest dreams, you don't feature.
I'd like to meet her. She's funnier than he is.
This is the Tory party conference over the weekend. The conference was so sparsely attended that several Tory MPs had to go back to the hotel and have an affair with themselves. According to The Telegraph, one of the Thatcher-based attractions at the conference was a red mailbox for Maggie to answer questions from beyond the grave.
Who won the cup final in 1967?
Paul and Stephen, he is yours.
Right. Woman screaming, people running, swarm of ladybirds. Oh, Barry, I don't normally go this far on this first date. That's my ideal woman.
What a creepy...
This is a swarm of ladybirds. Oh, the ladybirds are swarming everywhere. Weather's been very warm for the summer. There's no harm. They're described as the gardener's friend. They never forget a birthday. Always offer a shoulder to cry on.
Yeah, this is the news that ladybirds are out of control.
No, out of control. When have they ever been in control?
Just how bad is it?
Not bad at all.
They're totally benign.
Yeah, totally
Yeah.
benign.
Just looking for
lady.
somewhere to spend the winter.
Yeah.
Not according to the Mail Online.
On the Mail Online.
I expect they've tried to find the positive in the story. Ladybirds prove Britain is broken.
Yeah.
They're coming over here, hundreds of them, ladybirds.
Yeah. Taking jobs from British insects.
Yeah. Defend the British wasp.
Yes.
According to the Mail Online,
Yeah.
huge swarm of ladybirds hits the UK. Terrified Brits are forced to hide in their cars as thousands of beetles descend on towns and cities. Have any of you been affected by this?
There are quite a lot of ladybirds in Kent,
Yeah.
but they just sort of swarm on the windowsill.
Yeah. I saw some on the outside of the window, you know, so I immediately left the house and hid in the car.
And then I rang the Mail Online.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm hiding in my car.
And I'm wearing a bikini. What do you think of that?
I did actually wake up with a ladybird in my bed.
I'm not
recently.
surprised.
Well, if you dress like a ladybird, then what do you expect?
We've got a video of the
Video of them
invasion.
swarming.
Yeah, it does contain some scenes which viewers may find upsetting.
OK.
Have you got the car keys?
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God, it's an invasion.
There must be dozens.
I hope there's a line we can donate to.
Oh, the humanity.
Yeah.
It's kind of nothing a can of deodorant and a lighter wouldn't solve that well, though, isn't it?
Not from Middlesbrough, aren't you?
That we solve most problems, to be honest.
That's called it a good night out.
Yeah, it is.
The scare piece I read said they give you sexually transmitted diseases.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you have to fuck one first. There's no clean way of saying that.
What advice have ladybird experts given?
Well, I've just given it.
Always wear a condom.
BBC Breakfast covered the story
Yes.
by wheeling out ladybird expert Max Barkley, who
Yeah.
is from the Natural History Museum.
Yeah.
Here he is, airing his credentials.
I've never seen them in my house, but of course, at the Natural History Museum, we have thousands and thousands of dead ones.
Keep it light, Max.
To be honest, that parrot behind him's not looking too good either. This is great. This is the sort of story we should have every week.
Yeah.
Have you noticed I've taken an interest since this come up?
Yeah, you've perked up.
Tory party conference, yeah. Ladybird, get in there. Yeah.
The last time there was a ladybird invasion in the UK was in 1976, when the scorching hot summer saw temperatures hit a record 21 degrees. On the subject of irritating flying things, what has been reportedly coming out of Russia and causing problems this week?
Drones.
Closer to home, there was also a disturbing drone spotted at Heathrow this week.
Mr. Prime Minister, I'm in the cockpit, and a very warm welcome to BA Flight 9100 to Mumbai. It's really fantastic to have you all on board. So, safe flight, everybody. Enjoy the flight, and I'll give you further information once I've taken off. Thank you.
Excellent. Fantastic. A natural.
You say when I'm taking off?
Yes.
And I'll surely be coming through the cabin with some scratch cards.
Did you hear the panic in the pilot's voice then as well? And he was like, did you say when I've taken off?
He did look really pleased to be in the cockpit, though. I've never seen anybody, apart from children, being that excited. But
Yeah.
you can't fly up there anymore, can you?
When I was young, you used to be able to go up and sit in the cabin.
Next to the Wright brothers.
Yeah.
In other news, what's Donald Trump on the cusp of?
Peace in Gaza forever. Trump's the man to lead us out of this. He's a details man. He's consistent, he's rigorous. There'll never be war again. Everyone back in the pub.
Correct. Do you think, though, he deserves any credit for putting pressure on Netanyahu? Because he's put more pressure than Biden did.
He did,
Yeah, I mean, he's come up with a piece that neither side want, which is a pretty brilliant achievement. So, yeah, there might have to be some credit.
You're giving credit to Trump?
Yeah, all right, I'm over.
This is the news that Trump has helped negotiate a peace deal in Gaza. We're not exactly sure how the hostages are going to be released, but they reckon that while Trump's attention is focused on the Middle East, Melania will simply make a run for it. So to round two, the human dynamo of news. Fingers on buzzers.
Yeah.
Teams?
Yeah.
Yes, I read this. This is about couples who have a swag difference.
And what's swag?
Swag, it's a term, it means that one part of the couple puts a lot of care into their appearance and the other wears a bathrobe.
Correct. On social media, it's been dubbed the swag gap.
The swag gap. Sorry, how stupid of me.
According to one person on TikTok, you can't date or be friends if there's a swag gap because they'll end up being jealous and try to become you.
And this is according to one person on TikTok. Well, thank goodness we've got some experts here.
Cosmopolitan magazine have got stuff to say on this as well.
Yeah.
They've warned that not even your own swag is safe from the black hole of a swagless partner's swaglessness.
Sometimes I feel journalism may have ended.
I mean, this picture here does bring home to me. I mean, Suki, my wife, she's more likely to wear the blue dressing gown, whereas me, I'm walking up and down a Tottenham Court Road. Yeah. I know, you have seen me. Yeah, I have, yeah. I go outside the casino looking for lucky winners.
Yeah.
Looking for some company, dearie.
One couple really sum up the swag gap. Who are they?
Oh, God.
Boris Johnson is famously a scruffy dresser.
And many of his wives haven't been.
Yes.
It's Hailey and Justin Bieber.
It's who?
Do you have pictures that back up this allegation?
I do. Here's the swag.
Yes.
And here's the gap. This is the swag gap.
Yes.
According to The Independent, research has found that men actively feel worse about themselves when their female partners succeed. So we can only assume that Mr. Badenoch is currently on cloud nine. Fingers on buzzers, team?
Yeah. I don't know why you bother with that thing. It even didn't turn out at all. It'd still come up. I don't know if
Shall we have a go then?
Yeah. Just watch. Yeah, there we are. Oh! They've discovered women. The Church of England has discovered women.
Yeah.
Very first female Archbishop of Canterbury. There we are, there she is.
Yeah, in January, Dame Sarah Mullally will become the first woman to take the role of Archbishop of Canterbury. Or as the Sun put it, first Archbishop.
What?
Wow. Yes, she Canterbury.
Much better.
What advice did the Telegraph's William Sitwell give Dame Sarah about her new job?
Don't take any notice of me.
He wrote the Archbishop would be wise to embrace the classic British dual carriageway of tradition and fudge.
What roads is he driving on?
What surprising fact was revealed about Sarah Mullally last week?
Was she centre forward for Derby County during their promotion season?
Yes! Yeah.
Was she the zebra on The Masked Singer?
Tory peer Ed Vasey announced to listeners on his Times radio show that the new Archbishop was Bernard Manning's niece. What? Before having to admit that wasn't true, and he just read it on Wikipedia. This is the appointment of the very first female Archbishop of Canterbury. Meanwhile, a church in London is offering blessings to people's pets. Here are 3 dogs in the church. Although this pet had to be escorted out after trying to get one woman to eat an apple. Time now for the odd one out round. Just one between you this week. They are Dr. Aaron D'Souza, Reform Councillor Tony Hewitt, the World Stone Skimming Championships, and Kemi Badenoch.
That man runs the enhanced games.
Yes.
The Olympic Games where you're allowed to take drugs. It's a sort of liberal version of the ordinary games.
Yeah.
But he's obviously running games enhanced, which would be traditionally cheating.
Yes.
And Kemi Badenoch recently did an interview where she talked about despising cheating.
Right.
So it might be something to do with cheating.
Did the stone skimmer cheat?
Maybe there was cheating at the skimming, but I don't know about this chap. Is it something to do with cheating?
It is something to do with cheating.
So she's the odd one out because she doesn't like cheating.
And everybody
all the
else
others
does.
cheat.
Nope.
One of them's a woman.
They're cheating.
I've just seen it.
And the guy on the top right has never
Tony.
cheated in his life, and he's
the odd one out.
And he's great.
Yeah.
No.
I've just seen the flowers. This is the Reform councillor who everyone was writing about because he's resigned. He resigned.
Over a flower
To do with the
contest.
flowers.
A flower contest.
Should I just tell you the answer?
Give us the answer on a suicide pill, will you?
They've all prevented cheating, apart from Dr. Aaron D'Souza, who's encouraging cheating.
Okay.
So he's the founder of Enhanced Games, which are
Right.
taking place in Las Vegas next year. D'Souza has said the aim of the event is to create superhumanity.
Yeah, I'd like to enter the 100 metres and I'll have a motorbike.
So what does Kemi Badenoch do to cheaters?
She calls them out. She's a cheating avenger.
Well, she admitted in an interview over the summer that when she was at school, she'd routinely snitch on her classmates for cheating. Here's what she said.
I wasn't just the SWAT in the class. I was the person who would say that person is copying notes from the other person. I was the tattletale in the class, like getting people into trouble. Because even then I hated cheating. I remember there was this extraordinary day. I was in, I must have been about 14 or 15, and I said, he's cheating. I stood up in the middle of the exam and I stood up and said, he's cheating. He's the one that's doing it. And that boy ended up getting expelled, and I didn't get praised for it.
That's totally unfair.
I mean, it's that attitude that's made the Conservative Party the much-loved institution it is today, isn't it? So, Reform councillor Tony Hewitt.
Yes.
He averted a cheating scandal involving his wife. What was it?
She's an expert in competitions where you grow flowers.
Yes, she is. So Tony was told that his wife, Rita, would not be able to compete in the local flower show if he was a member of Durham Council because the council judged the competition.
So he resigned.
He did.
In order to let his wife shine.
How do you think Rita got on?
She lost.
Did she win?
Well, according to the Telegraph, last year Rita came first in the front garden and second in the back. Do you want to know how she did this year?
She came third.
She did.
She did.
Do you want to see Rita's front garden?
We've come all this way.
Yeah, might as well. Has it got a rosette on it?
Here we go. That's a good scarecrow, isn't it? The World Stone Skimming Championships took place in Scotland recently. Some of the stones being used were found to be suspiciously circular, leading to claims that some competitors had been doctoring their feathers.
Is the guy in the hut having a poo?
What, is he making the stones? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I don't know what he's doing. He's producing pebbles.
Yeah.
Time now for the missing words round, and we start with King's reception at Clarence House interrupted by what?
King's reception at Clarence House interrupted by Ariel falling off roof.
Yes.
King's reception at Clarence House interrupted by prize cow trampling on his hedge and urinating.
Really? And that's while it was getting an OBE.
Here is the cow in question.
He's pissed on my hedge.
Next, woman seeking husband resorts to what?
Contacting the dead. Moving to Sheffield.
Saying, is there a husband in the building?
Not far off.
Oh!
Woman seeking husband resorts to advertising herself on motorway billboards.
Wow.
All right,
Yeah.
that's a good idea.
This is Lisa Catalano, who rented a dozen billboards along the Highway 101 in California, and she put this on each of them. According to her website, Lisa's hobbies include picking up trash in her neighbourhood. Well, she's found a novel way to do that, hasn't she? Finally, Michael Gove thinks that if he were a type of food, he'd most likely be what?
I know this one. Michael Gove thinks if you were a type of food, you'd most likely be a pudding, thick and rich.
Michael Gove thinks that if he were a type of food, he'd most likely be a cucumber.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, Michael. We get the picture, mate.
Do you want to see how the Daily Star have illustrated this?
Yes.
Yeah.
God.
So the final scores are Ian and Salma have 4, Paul and Stephen have 5. But before we go, there's just time for the caption competition. Ian and Salma have this.
Suspected Chinese spies freed.
Paul and Stephen, get that.
Don't step on me brown suede shoes.
I think it's Poo Break Hotel.
Poo Break Hotel! If that's a standard, then we can come up with anything for that. Yeah. You ain't nothing but a hound dog shit. Good. That's good.
Are you lonesome turd night?
Yes.
On which note, we say thank you to our panellists, Ian Hislop and Salma Shah, Paul Merton and Stephen Mangan. And I leave you with news that there's an unfortunate moment on the red carpet for Rod Stewart as his G-string rides up. In a phone-in on asylum seekers, one participant has no strong feelings either way. And at a function to celebrate Britain's greatest ever entertainers, King Charles pays tribute to Bruce Forsyth. She's found a novel way to do that, hasn't she? Finally, Michael Gove thinks that if he were a type of food, he'd most likely be what?
I know this one. Michael Gove thinks if you were a type of food, you'd most likely be a pudding, thick and rich.
Michael Gove thinks that if he were a type of food, he'd most likely be a cucumber.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, Michael. We get the picture, mate.
Do you want to see how the Daily Star have illustrated this?
Yes.
Yeah.
God.
So the final scores are Ian and Salma have 4, Paul and Stephen have 5. But before we go, there's just time for the caption competition. Ian and Salma have this.
Suspected Chinese spies freed.
Paul and Stephen, get that.
Don't step on me brown suede shoes.
I think it's Poo Break Hotel.
Poo Break Hotel! If that's a standard, then we can come up with anything for that. Yeah. You ain't nothing but a hound dog shit. Good. That's good.
Are you lonesome turd night?
Yes.
On which note, we say thank you to our panellists, Ian Hislop and Salma Shah, Paul Merton and Stephen Mangan. And I leave you with news that there's an unfortunate moment on the red carpet for Rod Stewart as his G-string rides up. In a phone-in on asylum seekers, one participant has no strong feelings either way. And at a function to celebrate Britain's greatest ever entertainers, King Charles pays tribute to Bruce Forsyth.